Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I hate spunk.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 8th day of October. Holy moly. Of 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the bye week. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday morning. Here we are. Everybody's back together. And lots to get to. What do we have? Marnie and probably not Rosie, because Rosie's still over in the great UK. Today, Boney's on his way. Hi, Bones. Hey, Boney, if you're on your way and you hear this, give me a white chocolate mocha, please. I need a little chocolate this morning. Hey, you know what? I should probably start the show, huh? Here's some comedy. Hannah Burner. The Power Trip Morning Show, some comedy. Come on in. Man, I'm glad you're here.
Actually, name a Disney prince. You can yell it out and I'll tell you why he's the worst. Prince Charming. Okay, Prince Charming. Who nicknames himself Prince Charming? What a little douche. And then he throws a party with all the women in the kingdom, right, for himself. Does a beeline for the girl who's so blackout she lost her shoe. Tells her he loves her that night. Next morning, can't find her when she doesn't have makeup on. He's like, where'd she go? I don't recognize her. Then takes her shoe and puts it on every single girl's foot in the kingdom. Go on Wiki Feet like a normal person with a foot fetish, okay? Leave these women alone.
The band is back together. It is Tuesday, October 8th, for the first time since September 27th. All three of us in the same room at the same time. World travelers, sports washers, airplane flight takers. There's Chris, there's Sauce, and Cory. It's a Power Trip Morning Show. There's Maxo back there.
Hi.
I hear John Bonus is on his way with coffee.
Yeah, man.
To take it.
Some tax loophole.
Yeah.
He's going to jail. You're all going to jail.
That's okay. There's plenty of sex in prison.
Right.
I assume Rosie's still hanging out with Chris Carter. He's not back today.
I believe he's going to...
Rosie's in London?
I think he's going to Bulgaria or Afghanistan today.
Oh, really?
I can't remember where he's going. He's visiting someplace nice. Ukraine?
Good for him.
I think did he say Ukraine? Maybe. He probably told you, right, Max?
Yeah, I think he's going to Ukraine. Yeah, he's on the front line.
Is that where he's at?
Yeah. He's got a meeting with Putin.
So no Rosie today, no Marnie today.
Some Putin.
Marnie's gone as well.
Marnie's gone too?
Marnie's the old, can we say what she's doing or not?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she going to the Grand Old Opry?
That's right, she's going to Grand Old Opry.
To see her friends Tiger Lily Gold.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
That's sweet.
I want to be friends with rock stars.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, but she's a fan of Tiger Lily Gold, and now they're friends.
Yeah.
And now she gets to go get VIP experiences. Like, why can't the Deftones reach out to me and say, "Do you want to go on tour and hang out and kiss?"
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, hang out with Kiss?
Hang out with who? Oh, my God.
You know what, though?
That's poop.
And I think if we're going to say that she's at the Grand Ole Opry, we can also tell the truth. She hates their music.
Yeah, she does.
True.
I mean, it's just the weirdest thing. She likes to make fun of them.
Yeah.
She hates the name, by the way,
and she
too.
goes like this. She goes, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. She mocks their guitarist constantly.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why she's like that.
And when they turn around on the stage, she gives them the double bird.
100%.
Yeah. She's like, keep turning.
Yeah, bitch.
It is weird how the ruse has lasted this long.
It's a ruse.
I can't believe it.
I know.
I believe her exact quote last week in the email was, "These dumb bitches are giving me free tickets to the Grand Old Opry."
And then she said this. She said, "I'm not even going to the concert."
No.
Yeah.
I'm just there for the free drugs.
Like an Uber to Milwaukee to see Paul Simon.
Yeah, who would do that kind of thing?
Yeah,
what kind of person does that?
An asshole would. Oh, wait, I did that.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, sorry, Daddy.
I missed you, Sauce.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
You did not.
Yes,
You
I
did
did.
not.
Yeah, I did.
I heard you on this radio station talking about how much you were ready to take over the show and leave us all behind.
I didn't say that.
You thought it.
How'd it go?
I thought it went well. Maxo was excellent. Zacho was great.
Max did a great job hosting the old Initials game.
He did. He did a very good
was
job.
great.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, nice job,
That was
dude.
a good game, too.
What'd he go do?
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
What'd he go do?
He did really well for somebody who hadn't seen the clues until that exact minute.
Well, again, my strategy in letting him do it was twofold. Number one, you have a sponsor. It's better that you play. But number two, he can read.
Yeah. No, I said that.
And
we made a whole bit about that. I said, this is the perfect example of Cory doesn't want me to do it because he knows I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, and I did lean heavily into the whole, you do have a sponsor. You probably
I
should
get it.
play. Yeah, it was a smart play on my
I'd rather
part.
play.
Probably should play for the sponsor. Might as well have Max do it. Max can read.
Yeah, I'm fine
No, he
with
did
that.
a great job.
Yeah, he was great.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was going a little fast at first, but I slowed it down a little bit, and it was great.
Nice win, Sauce.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, where'd he go, Sauce?
Thanks,
I was,
guys.
and my good friend Andy can tell you because we were driving outside of London somewhere.
And kissing?
No, we couldn't kiss because he's a terrible driver.
Oh.
Doesn't see well and likes to play with himself.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing. Apparently, it's an
Jeez.
English thing. Did you know that?
No.
They call it bangers and mash me.
He was driving you around and playing with himself.
That's what he does.
And you
That's what
didn't
they do.
mind.
That's what they all do. Apparently, you should have seen it. Every car I looked in, somebody's just diddling.
You didn't care.
Of course, I didn't care. I'm not going to go over and be like, "Be American. Stop playing with yourself while you drive."
That's real kind of you, man.
Thank you. You know,
That's where we got that from, Paul.
Yeah.
I
Why
didn't
don't
know
you
that.
understand anything about history?
I don't.
Yeah. Diddling.
Everything we got was from Britain. That's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
just walk around saying we got that from Britain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you know they bang their wieners against the steering wheel and then mash it?
No, I didn't know
Mash
that
the
was
gas pedal.
how
Please let
you
me
drive.
finish. Please let me finish.
Why do you interrupt every story Chris tells?
They bang
Just
their
let the
ding
man
dong
finish.
against the steering wheel and then they mash the gas and give her hell. That's bangers and mash. That's what it's called. It's also a great Tom Hanks movie.
And you watched Andy do that.
Well, I mean, I didn't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of you. Yeah. That's real kind of you.
You should bangers and mash on the way home.
I can't reach the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's the truth.
My penis is too small.
Yeah, we know.
Well,
Anyway, you were driving with Andy.
Yeah. And we were listening to the initial game, and I was nailing it. He can tell you.
Locked in.
I was locked in. But it's easier when you're driving in the English countryside.
Yeah, no
if I
pressure.
was watching a man spank it.
So I listened, I don't know, 6 hours after the game was over on the podcast, and I felt bad for Max the entire time because Marnie, I thought, was going to put him in a terrible spot for a first-time Initials host because she said Paul Rubens, but then she kept saying Paul Rubin, and I'm like, God dang it, she's going to ring in. And I couldn't remember because I did that game months ago. I couldn't remember if Paul Rubens was one of my answers. I'm like, I don't think it is. But if it had been, and she had said Paul Rubin, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
And that would have been a bad spot for Max to go, whoa.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because you have to say no. That's right. We took out the gray area years ago because I leaned heavily against Sauce.
Shocking.
So now it has to be pronounced correctly. And she said Rubin about 5 times.
She did,
And she did
yeah.
guess that almost every answer.
Yes, she did.
But why not keep swinging?
She was so hungry, though.
For?
Sauerkraut.
Yeah.
There was something that she said that was a variation of the actual answer, but it was close
pull
enough.
rank and pulling rank.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not going to,
That's
I'm
the
not
same
gonna
thing.
trip about that.
100% that's the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised she got that early. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Little surprised the Vikings are 5-0 as well. See that transition?
Yeah.
That was professional.
Hog
surprised.
Steady, man, was correct.
I
Well
tried
done,
to tell you
Hog
guys.
Steady.
Here's the beauty about this season, though, and I didn't see a second of either game while I was gone. I obviously saw highlights on social media, but didn't have access to watch either game.
Could have sent you a link, bro.
Oh, good point. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he said
Worldwide links, right?
Oh, yeah.
Worldwide links worldwide.
yeah.
Look at
They-
that.
yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Crease used it.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Different Crease.
Even the-
in case
yeah,
fans are
different.
listening.
Yeah, the guy has legs.
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen on the Rich Eisen show, right? When he said they were going to go 16-1.
Yeah.
Nick's a comedian. He was kidding. When Chris was telling us to be optimistic and let's let the season play out, even the optimists can't imagine it was going to be this good, right?
No.
That's the best part about this is I heard the up to date over under is something like 12.5.
12.5.
JC.
Think about that for a second. Even you, Chris, didn't think 13-4.
Man, I'll tell you, that is the
13-4.
No,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That's essentially what the goal is now. Otherwise, you are on the under.
Yeah.
Under. 12-5 would be sick.
Yes.
13-4 or better is insane.
We are 5 games in the season. I need 2 more to win the bet with Sauce.
Exactly.
Yes, correct.
Unreal.
And that is
Carly,
all but a
I think.
guarantee. All but a guarantee.
And Carly.
And Carly.
Even if Darnold tore his ACL walking to TCO today,
Ain't gonna happen.
I think they'd find 2 more
He's got the
wins.
day off.
Of course.
Because the
yeah.
defense is that good.
Yeah.
And Mullins would probably throw 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions
Yeah.
per game the
Yeah,
rest of the way.
correct.
But
Yeah.
we'd find
One for one.
But we'd find a couple of wins.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what's even more impressive is how poopy we've played for the last 6 quarters, and we're still 5-0.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, come on.
But the defense is good enough to overcome offensive inefficiency.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
By
Yeah.
the way, this is also another good example of Minnesota sports. We are a great city for when expectations are high, we disappoint. When our expectations are extremely low, that's when we once in a while surprise ourselves.
Yeah.
Now, not like the Timberwolves the last 20 years when they were supposed to win 20 games. They won 17,
Yeah.
right? So that happens. But we were projected to be one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah. ESPN picked us to have the number 1 overall pick.
And that was a possibility.
Yes. Yep.
And the
You know why? Because ESPN stands for Every Pick Sucks Nards.
Wow.
That's
I didn't know
EPSN, but whatever.
that. Wow, I didn't know that.
That is the dyslexic version of ESPN.
I did not know that.
Every pick sucks, nerds.
Brilliant.
Epson. Those are printers, right?
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Insults.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What was I saying? The other thing now is the Sam Darnold bit is now Sam Brady. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. This is the unicorn.
Yeah.
Right? I know on paper it was like, well, if Sam Darnold, he was the 3rd pick in the draft, and if we can get out of him what he was projected to do, then this is going to be pretty good. Yeah, I know Baker's had a moment in Tampa Bay, and Sam's having a moment right now with the Minnesota Vikings. But this is so rare for a guy to suck for so long and then find the right situation, the right coach, the right team, and have it work. It's so rare. It almost never happens. It's happening right now. It's 5 games. He has regressed a little bit, like Chris just said, the last 6 quarters. But I don't know. I think everybody still believes in Darnold.
Yeah.
He also got banged around a little bit, too. Did he get hurt a couple times?
Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad. And it was interesting talking to Ben and Bursich after the game because it was the funniest thing, man. Like, we actually went and had dinner together.
Oh,
Me
yeah?
and Benny and Petey and PAE.
Never happens.
Never happens.
In London.
Yeah, in jolly old London.
Whose idea was it?
Ben's.
Who paid? You.
Polly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys play credit card roulette, or did he just
That'd
offer to
been great.
play?
We played Who Put Your Ding Dong in This Hole.
Oh, who won?
Nobody.
A sushi glory hole?
Yeah, Sushi Glory.
God dang, that was a great bit.
Great bit. But
So PA just picked up the whole tab.
he did. He was very nice. We had a great time.
Did
But
Rosie just text and offer to pay via text or not?
Rosie, when he heard I'm going to get it, I'm going to buy, Rosie appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
Casper
Doctor
the Friendly
Who.
Hey,
Ghost.
so
Yeah.
can you pick up my tab on the other end of town?
Yeah, he's like, I'm at a different restaurant. Could you?
Wow, that's kind of Rosie, though.
Do you believe that he would be willing to be photographed with you? Because he was willing to be photographed with Vikings Ring of Honor recipients. But would he be photographed with you common folk in a city like London?
Did you see the picture he posted of he and I?
No.
Exactly.
Wow. Well played. Well played, Christopher. Well played.
But I will say this. But I will say this. He took a picture with himself and Josh Hartnett.
Hartnett.
Yep.
Oh,
And,
Hartnett was there?
Hartnett and did not post it. He said, I would post this picture, but Meat Sauce will give me a lot of crap about it, so I'm not going to post it.
Paul, your hands up.
Well, he sent it to me and said, hey, I didn't want to make this about me, but here's a picture of Josh Hartnett and I. He lives in London with his family.
Well, did you post it?
No.
Really?
I sent it to about 8 people,
Then
though.
you know he sent that to you for you to post it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm not that
So he'll
cerebral.
he'll cerebral. So he will post photos of him with Chris Carter and Jake Reed, and that's not about him. But he wants to hold back on the Hartnett. No offense to Chris Carter or Jake Reed. Who gives a rat's ass? I want to see the Hartnett picture.
Yeah.
Right? I want to see PA with Woody Harrelson.
That was sweet.
I heard Isla Fisher was there, too.
Start
She
behind him.
is so pretty?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
mean, in person, it's take your breath away.
I believe that.
Oh my God, is she beautiful?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, do you guys know? Is she like with Woody or something? Do you
No,
guys
no.
know that?
She used to be Sacha Baron Cohen's
Yeah, no,
wife.
but she's not anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing, because she was right there.
Yeah,
Woody
she
was
also,
right there.
Well, she was right next to Woody because she is officially a stage 5 clinger.
Oh, is that what? Yeah,
Brilliant.
that's true.
Well
Good point.
played.
You're right.
Yeah.
Plus, there's no better place to be than right beside Woody.
Well said.
And Dean Phillips, too, right?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, just a lot of Minnesotans there.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
fun. But,
I don't know why Isla Fisher likes the Vikings so much, but sure, welcome aboard.
Maybe I don't know.
She was wearing purple, was she not?
She was, yeah.
I'll give her whatever she needs.
So anyway, you were at dinner with PA
don't remember.
and Ben and Pete,
Yeah.
and Rosie picked up the tab.
And no, but Pete and Ben were saying, the Jets defense did exactly the one thing that our quarterback has a problem with, and that is they just put 3 or 4 people on the line and had a pass rush that was good enough that he couldn't find the passing lanes that he needed to throw. And it was that's the problem. That's the scary thing is I don't know if every team has the talent to do what the Jets did because that's a talented defense. But it seems like the league is like, okay, here's what we're going to do. This is how you beat Sam Darnold. And they haven't been able to do it because, to your point, our defense has been too good against their offense.
But we also don't need Sam Darnold to play at an MVP level. That's extremely unrealistic to be sustainable the rest of the way. I know he was NFC Offensive Player of the Month. We're all happy for that. That's not probably sustainable. So if we just get a good Sam Darnold, this team's going to be fine, right? The pessimist, Sauce.
Yeah, why do you like that?
Everybody else that thought this might be a 5-12 kind of a year.
Same.
We were worried we were going to get D- Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
This is like A- Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Just facilitate.
Just facilitate.
You don't have to throw 600 yards and 7 touchdowns.
And he's shown already he can be better, much better than just a facilitator, right? This is not a, quote, game manager. He can sling it.
Whoa.
Period.
Yeah, period. He gets it.
Here, Saucy, I got this for you. Ready?
Yep.
Gophers passed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Actually, you're just more surprised that they passed PASSED instead of running the ball on 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Oh, here's one for you too, Saucera. And be real careful with this, okay?
Got it.
He really is special.
Sauce, for the first time in a week and a half, we're all back together. That was pretty special, was it not?
Yeah.
That was, I think, worthy of being sponsored.
You know who it's sponsored by? My great friends at Gutter Helmet of Minnesota and GutterHelmetMN.com.
He's the reason.
Clean your gutters again. The leaves are coming down. Don't get up on a ladder by getting Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com.
Power Trip back after this on The Fan.
Perfect and I'm all right. I think you're...
That was living proof.
Would it be all right if I gave you a call sometime? And now I want to keep you. I don't want to leave. Hey, I got a confession.
Thank you, Johnny Bones. I'm going to give you some cash today. Yeah, special order. I have to do it.
Nah.
It's a tax loophole. Don't worry about it. He'll go to jail eventually, but for now.
Yeah, I'll keep the seat warm, brother.
Whoa.
Hey,
the seat.
Hey, how was your run?
Finished.
Yeah,
Finished, and not a terrible time. Chrissy outpaced me. She about the 6 mile mark. I was feeling pretty empty, and I just said, I got to stop and I'm going to walk a little bit while I get some Gatorade here. And I said, don't wait up for me. And taking a look at her splits, she was about a minute and a half faster once I left her.
Good for her, man. That's cool. Good for you, bud. That's a hell of a run.
I was not sure I'd ever be able to run 10 miles again. And
good for you,
this time we were able to do it. Yeah.
How was the weather for it? I wasn't here, obviously.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 54 degrees when we woke up that morning, and not too sunny, not too cloudy, kind of in between. Gorgeous fall Minnesota weather. I mean, the best thing about the Twin Cities Marathon, the TC 10 mile, is the training for it is exactly at the right time that you'd want to train for it. Like September and May are the 2 best months for weather in the Twin Cities. and you get to train all through September as the leaves are starting to turn or something. And leaves were definitely starting to show it a little bit on the Mississippi Parkway. It was fantastic.
Did you listen to the Vikings game as you were running?
So that was the upside of her leaving me at the 6 mile mark, is that I was able to turn on PA. I got there just in time to hear the Van Ginkel pick six, to pop in the headphones and hear the Van Ginkel pick six. So yeah, it was great. And then we meandered right after we finished over to the Pillbox downtown St. Paul and watched the rest of the game there. So it was great. Had a few beers, recovered a little bit. Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
What's the Pillbox?
That's where you get your fentanyl.
It's a little bar in downtown St. Paul, and they've got a very good chicken and waffles. I'll tell you that, especially good after a 10-mile run. So
interesting.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys.
Very good.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
I have. I know Zacho's not here till whenever, but I don't know about the whole bidet thing. Cool, wash your butthole. That's fine. But let me tell you what's a game changer.
Oh.
So the hotel we stayed in, what is today?
Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So last night, for me, Sunday night, I guess for everybody. Anyway, it was really fancy. It was right across the street from Hyde Park. And that son of a bitch had a heated toilet seat.
Oh.
And it's like,
lucky.
It had a sensor on it that knew when I might have to because it's warm when I got there. It's the craziest thing. And you sat down there, and it changed your life. I wasn't even that cold, but apparently my butt cheeks were. And I sat down there.
I don't think that's the investment you think it is. I think that's something you can just take care of.
Yeah, I wired up my car battery to it last night. Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. You still sick over there? What's going on over there?
No, I just have bad allergies.
So
I don't feel sick at all.
You sit down and you get a good spread, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And eventually your feet start to fall asleep because you're so toasty. And you're having room service delivered.
How long were you there for?
Long time. Long time. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I think my butt cheeks are cold. And I just went and sat down on the Esser. Seriously, you guys ever sat on a heated toilet seat?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
A game changer.
It's next level.
It is.
Especially specifically being from Minnesota, where that is a winter struggle.
Oh, yeah.
It's putting those cheeks against those icicles that we call toilet seats.
That's right.
Oh.
It's a game changer. I need I need a new toilet anyway. So I'm gonna go toilet and heated toilet seat. And I might
bidet.
just stay home all the time. You can keep your bidet. I don't know about the bidet thing. I have a problem with water shooting inside me.
Whoa.
I know I don't know how to use it right.
You need like a smart toilet.
Yeah,
where it like
mine's dumber than hell.
Where it like plays music and like in that South Park episode. You need one of those.
Yeah.
Get this one. It's on Amazon. It's $7,000.
I can't possibly hook it up myself. Oh, $7,000 for an Esser?
Yeah, but
it plays really relaxing Japanese music while you sit on it.
Yeah. And it's tankless and everything. You should get it.
I can't do that.
Can I send it to you?
You can send it to me, sure. If you want to send it to me.
It's let's see here. What does this bastard do?
I can't do that.
It eliminates waste.
Heated Esser seat. I'm not kidding you, Bonesy. It's the greatest thing ever.
Japan has them everywhere.
Yeah. That's the South Park
fantastic,
bit,
yeah.
Everywhere?
Pretty much. Pretty much every hotel has them.
Yeah. They get it.
So, sure, other countries have advancements in toilets, but being back in the States, Chris, after a week and a half being gone, I freaking hate that Europe has such a distaste for public toilets. It honestly makes it tough, right? Like there's no public toilets. Almost every business, if you don't pay, they don't want you to go in there.
Oh, that's a good point.
So there's you can go to fast food joints. There's toilet codes on the receipt, right? So there's a lot of times you're walking around, you're going, I got to go to the bathroom. Where the hell am I going to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And it's a problem. I don't even know what my options are. And they do not want you to go.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lack of toilets, trash cans, and napkins.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that is true.
Yeah.
They have
100%.
They have us crushed on public transit.
Yeah,
the
man.
train
The
system
best.
is the best.
I was such a big boy. I did it all by myself.
I freaking love it. The trains are the best. It's so easy. It's so clean. It's so safe. It's awesome.
Did you see the Loch Ness Monster?
No, didn't go anywhere near Loch Ness.
Really?
No.
Were you afraid of it?
Yeah, were you scared?
You, Sauce, don't
go to Inverness.
We didn't go to Inverness. No, we spent most of our time. We went to Stirling and Edinburgh, but Sauce,
Got it.
you will hate Edinburgh, Scotland.
Why?
It's all inclines and stairs.
Oh, yeah, then I'm
There
out.
are so many stairs, and every street is at an angle.
I'm out.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm out.
it
That's
is.
true.
Max can back me up, right, Max?
Yeah, it's so hilly.
It's
Like,
so hilly, but it's awesome.
It's the
I
best.
freaking love
It feels
Edinburgh.
like you're in a Harry Potter movie.
it's magical. Yeah, no, it's magical. Edinburgh is what I imagine London was going to be, if that makes
really?
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like I feel like it's just a magical version of London.
That's well said. It feels more like London should be, but then London feels like Times Square
right.
if Edinburgh just like grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels more European than London. It really does.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it feels more historic. But man, there were days I would come around the corner and look up and see about 170 stairs going.
hideous.
Oh man, Sauce would be Ubering back to the apartment and
100%.
saying, "Take me back to the States."
Yeah.
It is awesome and it's worth it. But man, it's a lot of walking.
No, I'm out.
A lot of walking.
a lot of walking and a
stairs.
lot of climbing.
I am
Yeah.
glad, though, that you think about me when you're on vacation.
I didn't much except for that city in that moment because man, there are
Yeah, no, I'm out.
endless stairs.
How's the weather?
The best part, it was
Yeah.
basically 54 and overcast every day.
Now you're singing.
Excellent.
Oh, it was spectacular.
Excellent.
Windy.
You didn't go
little
see
drizzle.
Nessie?
No.
Did you go see Hawks Land?
Didn't find it. No, I couldn't see. I couldn't see where you were a landowner
Lord.
in Scotland.
Yeah, he is a lord.
Not the Lord.
Is that on the Isle of Islay? I bet you it is. Where you? It was Lefroy, right?
Yeah, it was Lefroy.
Yeah, well, Lefroy Distillery is on the Isle of Islay, which I visited. It did not occur to me that I should go there. I like my peaty scotches.
Hey, so I know this was Edinburgh, Scotland, and not London. And these are both London references, but stay with me. I was at a McDonald's in Scotland, and there was about a 14 or 15-year-old kid on the phone, one table over from me, and he was having a pretty loud conversation. But about an 80-year-old lady was sitting a table over from him, eating by herself. They were both eating by themselves. And about 10 minutes in, she just stands up and starts berating this kid. Like, basically, nobody wants to hear your conversation. So think of Nanny McPhee MFing a 15-year-old Ricky Gervais.
Why am I hard?
It was the best. He dropped so many C-bombs on this 80-year-old. Oh, dude. She was like, nobody wants to hear your conversation. He's like, F off, you C-bomb. And he was basically saying, we don't need C-bombs like you in our society. It was the best 5-minute fight between an 80-year-old and a 15-year-old I have ever seen. It was epic. And I'm sitting there by myself because my girls had already gone back to the apartment because they eat like adults. So I'm like, I got to stop and get something to eat. So I'm at McDonald's watching the fight of the century, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I didn't think for 1 second that this should be filmed. I'm not good at that, at realizing that this is a viral-esque awesome fight, and my phone is in my pocket. Paul, your hands up.
The 80-year-old Woodhawk.
She didn't seem, well, I mean, she's 80,
mean.
but she's very mean. She didn't seem to like this kid's conversation.
I'm absolutely would because I like ladies to be fiery and
You like to be tossed around?
Sure. Yeah. But I saw a fight on a subway as well.
Oh my!
Verbal or physical?
Andy and
verbal.
Pete?
No, I was by myself. I left the Creasels with Andy at some 500-year-old bar, and I was going to make my way back. And I got on the train, feeling pretty good about myself. And there were two girls in their early 20s who had their bags. They were obviously coming home from the airport, and they put their bags in the seat across from them. And this train was packed. And this old white dude got on, and he was not happy about it. And he wasn't old, like decrepit old. He was old, like almost decrepit and pissed about it. And they argued for 25 minutes. And I kid you not, it was full on F-U-F-U, no F-U-F-U, you're what's wrong with society, you're what's wrong with society, 25 minutes of it. And eventually I just started smiling. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
fun to not be involved in it, to be front row seats the whole time.
And watching people try to pretend it's not happening around them and like they can't hear it, like they're on their phones, like they don't know what's going on. Yeah.
The cherry on top of my story was after the lady got MF'd and left because she had basically told him off when she was about to leave because she had just had enough. He walked around and basically did a survey. Was my conversation bothering? And then all of us were like, no, I didn't have a problem with it. Well, then F that C-bomb. And he went from table to table, basically be like, just tell me if my conversation... It's like, no, buddy, it's unanimous. Nobody was bothered by it except for her. But he wanted to validate it, and she had left 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He was still calling her the C-bomb.
He's pulling together a focus group.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
so mad.
And by the way, never hung up with the person he was on the phone with. So he kept reiterating to the person he was talking to, it's unanimous. It's unanimous. This C-bomb was this and this. It was awesome. Why did I not film that?
Brilliance.
Yeah, brilliance is a word they use all the time.
so
Everything's
good.
brilliant over there. Brilliant, brilliant.
Cheers.
Legend. They say legend.
Legend a lot, sure. All right. We're a bunch of C-bombs, and we're going to do sports when we get back. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show.
Hi.
We should never just come back dry like this. No beds. I mean, it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Look, we're already right back to the show. Forget the music. We're back to the show.
Right. I think you're right. We can't
Nobody's
play-
going to
Just
get
raw
sued
dog
for
it.
anything.
You're
How
right.
about that?
Well,
Just
not
raw
yet,
dog.
boys.
Oh, by the way, speaking of raw dogging it, do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago?
Hey, whoa.
Do you guys
Okay.
a couple of weeks ago we did a story during headlines about the percentage of people that could go on a flight without using a phone or a tablet.
yeah.
Just
They just
stare.
Right.
And I'm like, nobody does that anymore, right? The flight from
People do that all
Minneapolis to London. I was sitting next to a guy who was with a newborn and his wife.
the time. The nonstop from Minneapolis to London.
Nonstop.
Like 8 hours.
Yes, and there is a screen in front of him.
Yeah.
He spent the first hour or so trying to get the kid to sleep, right? Which I get it.
Sure.
It's not digital time. It's not screen time when you're focused on making sure the kids...
Sure.
But then the kid's asleep. His wife starts watching a movie. This guy's one seat over from me. He's staring into a black screen. Didn't turn the screen on.
Do you not have headphones?
No, and at first and of course they offer you headphones.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like...
want to get them.
And at first I thought, oh, maybe his screen's not working because it's just
Right.
black. I've never really seen a black screen. Normally it's just at like a homepage.
Right.
No, later I watched him playing with it. It was on. He stared at a black screen for about an hour and a half. And I would kind of side-eye him going, is he sleeping? Nope. Eyes were wide open. And it honestly freaked me out. I'm like, this guy's just, it's been an hour and a half. He's just staring at a dark screen. Wow. Is he contemplating life? Is he having an existential crisis? What is this guy's deal?
Wow. Was he trying to turn it on with his mind?
Maybe he was looking at his own reflection, questioning life choices. But it was
mushroom.
He was very comfortable. It made me extremely uncomfortable. Turn on a screen, dude. Watch a rerun of Friends on mute. Just don't stare at nothingness.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was weird.
That is weird.
All right, should we do sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hang on a second here. We got to do, what's the new? I think we got new ones. Let me check this. Hang on.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
There's new ones. Let me find these. Yeah, what do we got here? How about this? Gatorade at Holiday. Buy 2 Gatorade, 28-ounce flavors, and get one free. Buy 2, get one free. Mix and match any 2 of your favorite 28-ounce Gatorades and get one free. Quench your thirst with Holiday. Get yours today. 28 ounces, buy 1, get 1 free. Thanks, Holiday.
Hey, that's some blank.
Yeah, Holiday's the best.
I should have done that before the 10 mile.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, why didn't you do that,
Why
man?
didn't you do it, dude?
I forgot. I didn't know. I don't listen to enough.
All right, cool. Thank you for the answer. I appreciate it.
Blunt, to the point, honest. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
pass that blunt.
Yeah, pass it.
What's on?
The Chiefs won 26-13 over the Saints. The Chiefs and Vikings are 5-0. The Saints fall to 2-3. Mahomes 331 yards and a pick. Kareem Hunt, who's now back with the Chiefs. I know you got to be careful with that word. 102 on the ground and a touchdown. That was 27 carries. Sauce, 9 hours ago, you tweeted, I don't care about Taylor, Donna Kelsey, or Jason Kelsey. ESPN is making this unwatchable. I'm turning Monday Night Football off.
Yeah, and I know nobody cares because millions and millions and millions are watching it, but I did. I took a stand. I don't care about Donna Kelsey or Taylor Swift or Jason Kelsey. It's relentless and it's awful. And it's like the Chiefs are playing nobody. I just can't watch it anymore.
10 hours ago, you tweeted a GIF of Adam Sandler doing the thumbs down. And you tweeted, please show Kelsey more.
Yeah. I try and watch every NFL game. I love the NFL. It's only on for a short period of time. I try and watch every single game. At but 5 minutes into the second quarter, I turned it off. Can't do it.
9 hours ago, you tweeted the Chiefs converted a 4th and a foot, and Aikman loses his mind.
He did. He acted like it was 4th and goal from the 1 in the Super Bowl. It wasn't that big of a deal. Can't do it. I'm out.
9 hours ago, you tweeted Kelsey wasn't set. No penalty.
So you didn't turn it off?
No, this was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stand by that.
10 hours ago, ESPN tweeted a photo of Travis Kelsey with Travis found the camera. You retweeted that and just said wig.
Wig, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I stand by that.
I thought you were commenting on his political party.
No, that's a wig. Oh, brilliant.
That's how he would have spelled it. 11 hours ago, so this might have been before the game, who knows? 11 hours ago, you tweeted, ESPN in 35 minutes hasn't said a thing about the Saints.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, I stand by that. ESPN sucks. They've ruined football. I may be the only man on this island, but I'm going to stand on this island. It's unbearable to watch. Joe Buck loses his mind and needs new pants every time there is some kind of minuscule play done by the Chiefs. And then they immediately pan to Jason Kelsey and then his dumb-looking brother who dresses like he got dressed at a church rummage sale in the dark.
What's wrong with that?
It just, he looks stupid.
What church has a rummage sale in the dark?
A lot of them. You wouldn't know.
I went through a whole bunch of like monasteries and abbeys and things in the last week and a half. How can they sell anything? How can you see the price tags if the rummage sale's in the dark?
Yesterday was great. I can say real dumb words, and the only person that would correct me is Grim.
That's why I like Grim.
Yeah, well.
By the way, I know it's a couple days delayed, but can you at least thank me
for betting against the Gophers?
No, not that. Sure. It was a huge win for me, but I saved everybody's ass in the Charge Challenge this weekend. If I pass on Lamar and take Jordan Love, Chris gets Lamar, and it's basically over for all of us.
Yeah. Thanks.
So sure, I'm pulling away now.
You are.
But if it goes the other way,
good point.
He's killing the four of you,
over.
And now I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, it's over.
So it was 50-50. I had to pick between Lamar and Jordan Love.
You made the right pick. You chose wisely.
But I also saved me and everybody else. This would have been you can't have the ghost have 32 points.
Yeah.
And Chris was a 50-50 shot away from getting that. And if you watch that game, and I watched it via Yahoo's box score, because again, I didn't have Max's bootleg link. Lamar had so many chances in the fourth and in overtime to put up even more points.
This is one of the best football games I've ever seen.
He could have had 40-ish or so fantasy points, and if Chris gets that, we might as well just wrap it up and say all of us are Bat Boy.
Yeah. You know why that game was great?
So lucky.
There was no mention of the Kelsey family.
I'll tell you, that stiff arm throw for a touchdown is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what I saw.
He's going to win, as Maxo said yesterday, he's going to win the MVP again. He's going to be a 3-time MVP.
He has the same, through the first 4 or 5 games or whatever of last year and this year, he has almost identical numbers, just more yards and more touchdowns. So he literally might win it for a third time.
But isn't the same thing going to happen that always happens, is he gets the snot kicked out of him and then he has trouble in the postseason?
Yeah. Well, it's a regular season award, though.
Yeah.
That is true. It is, yeah. You're right.
Let me check.
17 games is a lot of games to be playing like that.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island.
Saucy?
Discuss.
It was beautiful all but one day, and the one day it rained was the best day ever.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
The stadium was exactly what you remember it being.
Yeah,
It was really,
that's
really
sweet.
loud. A lot of purple over there.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. It was so fun to watch. I love the 8:30 football.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. The game ended at like 11:55, and we rolled right into 8 more hours of foosball.
Yeah.
There were when we were there was like the power trip events and so on. Were there some events for Vikings fans?
Sure.
That kind of
Yeah, Rosie was there with Jake Reed and Chris Carter taking
Well,
photos.
VIP parties.
Right, not really
That wasn't for
mixing
everybody.
with the fans, but sure, there were some opportunities for the elite.
Yeah. Rosie. Just Rosie.
Just Rosie. On DraftKings, odds to win the Super Bowl 2025 this season, next year. The Chiefs are still the favorites at plus 450. They're undefeated after winning last night.
Oh, good.
If the Vikings and Chiefs played today for the Super Bowl, who do you think would win?
The Vikings. The Vikings are a better team.
The second squad is the Ravens at 7.5 to 1. If the Ravens and Vikings squared off today in the Super Bowl, who would win?
The Ravens by about 21 points.
Really? So you're a big Ravens
The Ravens
fan.
are the best team in football.
The third most likely to win the Super Bowl, according to DraftKings, at 8 to 1 is still the San Francisco 49ers because they're still betting on, and Vegas is still betting on that team getting healthy. And then if they are, they're going to be very tough to beat. Niners and Vikings NFC title game if both teams are healthy.
Yeah, but the Niners are healthy, aren't they?
They're getting closer. I mean, without McCaffrey, it's obviously a huge difference, but still.
Vikings will have home field.
Yeah.
They're real close to being done if they don't start.
Correct.
Yeah, they got to get healthy.
And they play they're at the Seahawks and then at the Chiefs, and then they play the Cowboys, and then at the Bucks, and then back at the Seahawks. That's a tough schedule.
And McCaffrey has 2 bum legs now, not just one.
What's he doing with bum's legs?
Man, how much film fights
He's into some weird
we call him
stuff.
homeless.
Max, did you watch bum fights?
Of course he did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know
Come
what? I
on
tuned
now.
in and saw something I didn't expect. I really thought there were going to be two people smacking each other's A cheeks.
Oh,
Max,
No, that's ass wars.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's ass wars.
Yeah, and Hawk pays for a subscription to that.
the only other team that is favored more than the Vikings to win the Super Bowl: Chiefs, Ravens, Niners, and at 10 to 1, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
That's
the
it.
Lions are elite.
The Vikings
We'll find
are
out.
tied for 5th, most likely. They started the season, preseason, at 80 to 1. They're down to 11 to 1 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
See, now this is where
That game versus the Lions is a big game. 2
Yeah.
weeks. That's a home game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they gotta
That's here, yeah.
they gotta hold serve. You gotta win at home in that game. Yeah. There's a big difference between winning this division and having to go on the road or being a wild card team in the NFL playoffs.
it's so weird how expectations change, right? 3 weeks ago, if you would have told me this team's getting to the postseason, I'd say, that's a win.
Yeah.
Now we're
Right.
complaining that we might not get home field,
Right.
or we might not win the division,
Yeah.
or might not have a first round bye. It's like, geez, this is, I'll take anything at this point. I thought the season was going to be an absolute
same.
throwaway.
Yeah, I thought it would be
looks
terrible.
like the Lions and Vikings, who are in the same division, are the two best teams in the NFC right now.
You are correct.
And only one of them can win the division and get the first round bye. The other one is going to have to play somebody. And then be on the road. So, yeah, it's an important game because you don't want to, if you make it to the second round of the playoffs, you don't want to be going on the road to Detroit.
Or
That's
Washington.
Or Washington. Yeah,
Washington is very good.
I can't believe Washington's this
That
good.
quarterback, man, he's a stud. They started 0-1 and they've won 4 straight.
If you believe in them, the Commanders are 30 to 1.
Man,
Well, that's a good one because they're going to win the East.
Yeah, the East is terrible. What is Jaden to win the MVP?
Right?
Would it be the first rookie since what rookie won MVP? Was it
Patrick Mahomes is the favorite. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are second. CJ Stroud is still 4th. And then Sam Darnold is 6th. Jaden Daniels 5th.
Yeah.
So it goes Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Stroud, Daniels, Darnold.
Yeah.
Crazy. Sam Darnold, 6th most likely to win MVP.
What is the odds?
13 to 1.
Enjoy the season,
Yep,
right?
enjoy
Hogs?
the season. What really matters is after this, scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life with something else. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest.
Hey, Maxo!
Hey!
You know, I think for the first time, I only beat 2 people this week when it comes to the charge challenge. I think it's been 3 up to now.
I think it was me and Creasel.
2 players lost to the Ghost in week 5. Nick, no, I'm sorry, Helen. Please, for Tuesday at 9 a.m., so today at 9 a.m., through Thursday at midnight, because 2 people lost to the Ghost, 25% off your cultivatedcbd.com order, the entire order at cultivatedcbd.com using the code KFAN Ghost. That's KFAN Ghost, all one word, cultivatedcbd.com today starting at 9 a.m. Order your stuff. Let's have some funsies. New product on the way. Too excited. So there you go.
Right on.
I can't believe I've been pretty good at fantasy football finding.
You're very good at it.
I can't believe it.
I think it's brilliant that you being the ghost is how you're going to do the best. The best way to be is the person who doesn't get anybody that the rest of you dinglings pick.
Yeah, dinglings, man. Dinglings.
Let's do what really matters. I do scores and stats around the world of sports. Sauce likes that part. Then everybody likes what Chris says because it's something else.
That's right.
Ready?
That's right. I'm ready.
That's what really matters.
ALDS, a couple of games last night. The Tigers and Guardians now knotted up at 1 game apiece after a 3-0 win by the Detroit Tigers over the Guardians, and the Royals 4-2 over the Yankees. Johnny, I believe all 4 series are 1-1. Is that accurate?
That is correct.
How about this baseball, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's so much fun to tune into these games. They're so pressure-packed. I miss it.
Yeah, the Mets guy hits a single, or they walked the tying run, and I was listening to PTI. I don't know what happened, but it sounded like it was a lot of fun.
It was a hell of a finish in Philadelphia. It was one of the.
It's a hell of a finish.
There was that too.
Were you there? Bonus, relax.
John, do you have any finishes that you would like to share with the class?
You can say it, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
No, I don't think I will share any of my.
You did it right because you hesitated, and now you're keeping a secret, which means you have some. Because you could have immediately been like, "No, I don't really have any."
Can you write them down? I just want to know personally.
Is one listening to the Game and the Geek podcast while you get it on?
Can we just all have one guess, and you can say warmer or colder?
Good idea.
I'm having trouble coming up with a fetish.
Oh, is that right? That means you don't know it's weird.
Yeah.
Right.
You're so lost.
You have so many.
Yeah, we've learned that over the last couple of years with Tommy, is he thinks a lot of extremely weird things are mainstream when they're not.
As we always say, when Max or Hockey is like, what?
Yeah.
You know you've crossed over.
And he doesn't understand that he's about to shock the room. He just thinks, oh, this is like my breakfast
you guys
order.
do that? No,
none of us have even heard of that.
No.
And we haven't even heard of it, and he has a nickname for it.
None of us do the San Diego goodbye.
And we're in morning radio.
Yeah, it's sad stuff.
Yeah. It scares us, and he's bored with it. He's done it so many times.
Every morning we scan the internet for this.
Yeah, 100%.
In case you're wondering, Max, if I ever have another child, I'm going to name it Max or Hockey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maxer.
Maxer.
Yeah, Max or Hockey.
I like it.
But what really matters is this.
I'd like to tell you guys the story that we were discussing during the break, but it's going to get us into trouble.
Yeah.
Honestly, just play the SNL sketch.
But the youth is lost. Just know the youth is lost.
Yeah, the youth has not gone wild. Not anymore. But so instead, I'm going to give you this, and this is kind of a news story, but I don't know how to feel about this. It's soon going to cost you $5 a ticket to play the Mega Millions.
What?
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, that's right. A lot of your managers say Mega Millions tickets are going to jump from their current $2 to $5 starting next year.
Really?
The promise is that the more expensive tickets will lead to larger jackpots. This will be the second time since 2002 that Mega Millions prices have gone up. The new $5 price tag begins in April, I should say. Lottery managers say there are no plans to change the Powerball tickets. I think that's kind of a good idea. And $5 is quite the jump. Quite the jump. But
dumb question, and I think I already know the answer. If they're not changing the odds on the Mega Millions, I think this is a mistake. Because I do think this is going to price a lot of casual lottery fans out. You're still going to get the diehards. You're still going to get the gambling addicts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me about it.
But you're getting people that are like, well, I'll throw $4 or $6 and get 2 or 3 tickets. If it's $5 a ticket, that's a little bit of sticker shock. You're going to lose a lot of casual gamblers.
I think. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying anything. They've done research that shows it's going to work. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But and I'm sure it has something to do with that stuff I was talking to you guys about with the gambling mind and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But so basically, if you lost 1 for every 2, you'd still make money.
Yeah.
Because you're charging $5 a ticket instead of $2 a ticket, right?
Right. That's true. Yeah.
So if
So you can lose half the gambling
your
population and still be ahead of the curve.
I just did math. I need a break.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, I would argue that I think it's going to lose me a little bit.
Yeah.
I do it for fun. I know I have no chance of winning. I just want to be involved. But if it's going to cost me $5 just to get 1 ticket, I'm not getting 3 or 4 tickets.
I'm going to buy 100 of them.
Yeah.
And here's
right?
PJ, by the way.
No way.
Here's what PJ Fleck had to say.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Peach.
That's very kind of you, sir.
Right. When it gets to be 800 million or $1 billion, right, which we've seen. So what? You throw $10 at it and you get like 5 tickets. You feel like you have a little bit of a stake.
Yeah.
At $5 a pop?
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw $25 or $30 or $50 at tickets.
PJ, what
when
do
I
you
know
think?
I'm going to burn that money.
PJ?
There's always hope.
Yes.
There is always
He's
hope.
right about that.
Yeah, he's
I'm so
on.
glad you're here, PJ. Thank
You got a problem, Peach?
Yeah, Pete.
Like you said, they've done the studies, they've done statistical breakdown and analysis, and I'm sure they have a reason why they think this is going to work. I think it's going to backfire.
PJ?
We have
see.
a lot of data.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good luck with your data.
Man.
Hope it works out.
He's the kid from the Goonies.
Yeah, brilliant.
Legend.
I bet you the strategy is basically if you get bigger jackpots, if it's harder to win, you get more publicity, right? Like people pay attention once it gets to like
point. Yeah.
Well,
$1 billion, and then we get to $1 billion 2.5 times faster.
always
And you're going to have fewer people playing, which means it's more likely that it doesn't get
Right.
hit.
That's right. That's
Fewer
what I
people
mean.
playing, more money in the pot,
Right.
higher number.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right, Bonus.
Even if the
You're
same
always
amount of
right.
money is wagered, fewer people will win, and the pot will go up faster, and we'll get a $2 billion, a $4 billion.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be pissed because then, of course, I'm going to buy tickets.
Of course
God
you are.
dang it.
Right.
And I'm going to be pissed because I'm going to have all that money to spend and not know what to do with it all.
Yeah. You'll give me some, though, right?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, and here's one for you.
Hey, did you hear over the weekend?
Would you call me?
I don't know. Hopefully not what I thought I said. Did you hear that over the weekend, hockey bought a South End by the Sea zip-up?
I did.
For the one soccer game he
I'm a
went to.
supporter, brother.
How much was it?
You know what? They have Franks or Deutschmarks or something. I don't know how much it was.
Pound?
I don't know what it was.
But Andy took you to one of his team's
Yeah, dude.
games?
Yeah, and he bought a fancy zip-up.
man. I went to South End.
Oh, that was in his home game as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. Super fun. Thank you, my good friend Andy.
Were they bad?
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
It was real fun.
dear.
His
Okay.
team's not good, and there's a reason. I can tell you the whole story. But I will say this, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys when we were talking in the first segment, Cora, about the lack of trash cans. He said that's because people put bombs in trash cans.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, so I had an Uber driver explain to me that, Andy once got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Right, he
He
got stabbed
explained to
outside
you
of a
about that
casino.
happening?
No,
Why did he
but he got stabbed.
explain that to you?
But he
That is pretty famous.
he obviously, based on our accents, realized we were from the States almost immediately. Not hard to pick up. And he was explaining that, London, Scotland, super, 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 super safe, right? In the big scheme of things.
Sure.
Yeah.
But London, if you're going to get any violence aimed at you, it's going to be knives, right? They don't have gun violence.
Right.
That's us.
Right.
We do the guns. So it's very unlikely you get shot in London, but you sure as hell might get stabbed. And then I guess Scotland's basically none of that. You're not going to get stabbed or shot. But London, he was basically telling us, well, there are definitely parts of town I wouldn't go into. I'm like, wow, I've never really felt that. He's like, well, you're not going to get shot in the face, but you might get stabbed in the back. I'm like, hey, I got a friend that got stabbed walking out of a casino once.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So apparently look out for knives.
Yeah, man.
And trash can bombs and I guess pickpockets. I had two people warn me about pickpockets.
That is, it's a huge thing.
We were talking about it though, Max. So you brought it up. Like both those situations where Cory saw the argument and I saw the argument. In the United States, you'd have to be careful for the guns.
Totally.
Somebody's pulling out a gun at some point.
Didn't worry about it for 1 second.
Not for 1 second.
Hey, by the way, I didn't even have this.
Do you think Nanny McPhee's packing?
Well, but the kid might be.
I hope so.
But in the States, the kid might be. The kid might be. How about? I'm so glad you brought that up because this is the other thing that is very un-American, Chris. There were 2 police officers 15 feet away. They didn't do a thing because they were like, "What's gonna happen? What's the worst that can happen?" This is just an argument.
Yeah.
In America, it is. Let's calm this down because guns might come out.
Yeah.
They didn't flinch. In fact, they were smiling as widely as I was.
Wow.
Couldn't have cared less. Like, unless this gets crazy, and I don't think it's going to, we're just going to stand here.
That's interesting because I think
flinch.
The C word means so much more over here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Like the cops here might have had to step in because they're calling this old lady a C word.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Here, that'd be like, you're mean.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're right, PJ. It doesn't happen.
See, PJ gets it.
I'm so glad you're here, boys. Good to see you.
You like him, right?
Yeah.
You back on the PJ bandwagon?
Yeah, they have been very good the last 2 games.
They
should have won in Michigan.
And PJ.
And they flat out won against USC. Those are 2 big teams, and they should have beat both of them.
PJ, how do you feel about Sauce?
He really is special.
I agree.
Yeah.
Gopher football is at UCLA Saturday night, 8 o'clock, right here on the Fan.
You're damn right.
I'll also say this. I went to that game Saturday night, and it feels like a Big Ten college football game should feel.
It was sold out, brother.
And I mean, and
that in Iowa, both sold out.
And 8 years ago, before it was there, it was a fraction.
That's awesome.
Of that level of excitement and so on.
And
now that might have something to do with it being Saturday night and USC coming to town for a while. Like, no question that plays into it. But it feels like a big-time college football atmosphere, and that is something that has gradually grown throughout the PJ Fleck era. And it's something that you've got to give him part of the credit for that. Like, it's a legitimate program.
And as long as he trusts the quarterback and lets the quarterback throw,
that's amazing.
They will continue to go.
Yeah,
if he reverts back to what he has been, it won't work.
I have the exact same issues with him and his game plans on a regular basis. But as far as running a program and turning a program from somewhat of a joke, really,
it was precise.
For the last 50 years into something that is a legitimate, maybe not a contender every year for the Big Ten title, not one of the Big Four, none of the Big Five, but something that people go to and watch, and it's something that the community rallies around.
That's great.
It has changed. It has changed significantly.
Is it Coy Parrish?
How about that?
My goodness.
How about him?
He's excellent.
Hometown kid.
Yeah, he's great.
But what really matters is this.
We got a break. We'll come back and tell you. How about that?
More of what really matters after this on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Van.
Just announced renowned stand-up comedian and podcaster Tom Segura is bringing his Come Together tour to the XL Energy Center. Don't miss out on this night of laughter on Friday, April 18th. Tickets go on sale this Friday, but caller number 11 right now will skip the line and win a pair of tickets. Call 800-320-5326.
Thank you, Maxo. Back to your morning show.
But what really matters is this.
Yeah, you're right about that. You talking to me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Who, me?
Me?
Yeah, you beat.
This is not a good story. Man, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to tell you in the news.
Is that depressing?
Yeah, it's very depressing. But it's also a public service message. I'll just say this. If you're a semi-truck driver, don't look at porn when you're driving down the road.
It's fantastic advice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very kind of you, Hugs.
Thank you. Yeah, because it could result in multiple deaths.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That is the point. That's right.
Beavis is mad at you.
I know. I don't blame him. I didn't do it. Thank God. I do like me some porn, but I do not drive a semi.
Yeah.
So you do it while you're driving.
I'm
just
not. My lawyer has encouraged me not to talk to you.
When has my dad ever encouraged you not to talk?
Great point.
Yeah.
He does tell me to. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. You know
When
what?
he puts
I've been
the
way
gag
too
in?
dirty.
Yeah.
See, you said it. Thank
Why
you.
is
Thank
he
you.
why is he always the one with the gagging?
It's a great question. I was asking that too.
Yeah, great question.
Volunteers?
But it sounds like this.
Oh my God, Boris.
You've been there.
That's
He's been there.
That
No, he's been
sounds
in the
like a
room.
Hawk's
He's been in the room
sloth
just watching.
impression. Will you do your sloth impression
I don't remember how to
from
do
the
it.
Goonies?
I was familiar with which sloth you were talking about.
I believe the last time he did his sloth impression, he once famously said, "Goonie, goonie, goonie."
Yes, he did.
Which was not something he said in the film.
No, apparently not.
I think that was like fan fiction. You know, with impressions, sometimes you have to take some liberties here and there. And I think Chris just said if there ever is a Goonies 2, that Sloth probably would at some point just say Goonies, 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 like he's trying to summon Beetlejuice.
Yeah, see?
Anyway, is it my turn?
No, it's mine.
What really matters is this.
Strangest ways people have died.
Oh, no.
According to EMTs. They had a gentleman come in who was choking. He got very, very high and went into his freezer and started eating frozen chicken and got a part of it lodged in his throat and choked and died. That's the munchies right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's hard to chew frozen chicken.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
Yeah.
No.
I knew somebody who got really high once tried to eat frozen Hot Pockets.
Luke.
No.
Sean.
No.
Scene Bear.
No.
Markley.
No.
Marlar.
No.
Garlar.
That's what I meant.
No.
Dov.
Bounce.
No.
Tug.
Sauce.
The beard.
Who's Tug?
Tank Beardsley.
Nearest.
No.
Mr. Marcus.
No.
Dan Graziano.
Shower shorts.
No.
Was it Dan
we close?
Graziano?
Galt Sculchi.
Who's Galton Sculch?
Your buddy.
Voldemort.
No.
Gandalf.
No.
Chris Sass.
Merlin.
Chris Sass. No.
Are they getting closer?
Gilbert Arenas.
No.
Now I'm just naming wizards.
Are you going to tell us?
No.
Torpedo Tom.
Who's that?
You know who it is.
We?
No.
Who is in the story? Just tell us.
Please tell us who did it.
It was a friend of Scene Bears.
Oh.
Wow. So a friend of 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 a friend.
So Josh Hartnett.
Well, Rosie doesn't want to, make it about
No,
it.
and I'm proud of him.
Wait, is Rosie going to miss the Lynx game tonight?
Oh, man. I mean, he was in London, so it's
What
tough.
about the ticket?
He didn't know Game 5 was going to be tonight.
But he rents out a whole bar for it.
It'll be on at like 4 a.m. in London.
He must be lonely.
Brilliant. God, I wish we could play that just slammer.
Hey, it's hockey season, which means Catalyst and Catalyst Supply is back sponsoring Wild News, and they're going to have player of the games and whatnot. So thanks to our friends at Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. This is technically Wild News.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Catalyst.
Yeah, way to
Hell
go.
yeah, Beavis.
I think
Love
I
Catalyst.
I have a wild soundbite. Let me play it for you. Here's Johnny Hines, our coach, on raising the effort level. As we run into the...
Raising the effing level also is just as good. Let's raise the effing level around
Yeah,
here.
that's probably what he's saying. Raise the roof. Johnny Hines?
Yeah, it's something we've really emphasized. I think the league is a second effort league, and the number one factor to winning games is your competitiveness and being tenacious. And I thought that's something we've emphasized in the style of practices and the way we played, and felt like we had that tonight.
Right on.
So there you go. There's Wild News brought to you by friends at Catalyst.
The Wild season starts on Thursday at 7 o'clock. They're hosting Columbus right here on the Fan. The Wild gave goalie Jesper Wallstedt a 2-year, $4.4 million contract extension. He's 21 years old. He was the 20th overall pick in 2021 out of Sweden.
What do you think of Jesper, PJ?
He is off the charts intelligent.
Wow, that's so kind.
Very sweet of you.
Man, he's being so kind.
I love having you here, PJ. It's good to see you, buddy.
He's talking to you, Paul Jeffrey Lambert.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I love being here. There's no other place I'd rather be than here.
He's the solution.
I don't know about that.
What about Dave Matthews at the Gorge?
I've done that.
So
This
you would
is
rather be
cooler.
here?
Yeah.
So if somebody said right now, Dave Matthews later tonight at the Gorge, you can go there or do the power trip tomorrow morning. Which one do you pick?
That's a good question.
That's
How
always
is it
in his
even
eyes.
close?
It's Dave Matthews at the Gorge. But
He's
right
not
now,
perfect.
This is the only place I'd rather be. Dave Matthews is not going to play at the Gorge at 4:51 a.m. Washington time.
No, but he's. What if he's on the other side of the planet right now playing a concert, and you could have gone for free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, good point. I'd rather do that.
Hey, PJ, what's your favorite Dave Matthews song?
In His Eyes.
I think that's Peter Gabriel.
I think that's Peter Gabriel, buddy. That song wails. I miss you guys. That sounds like...
Lady, you're scaring us.
Yeah, it sounds like Frankenstein.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
John Bonus is doing role play. Are you LARPing on our show right now? Are you an old woman? Do you want to bitch out a 15-year-old kid at McDonald's in Edinburgh, Scotland about talking on his phone?
We missed him.
We have missed you, Johnny Bones.
We missed all of you.
Hey, PJ, give me a deep, deep, deep salt and pepper track that you like.
Much, much, much.
I've never heard of that, have you?
No. Wow.
Huh?
I didn't know Peach was such a big salt and pepper.
I think you might have missed a letter.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Much, much, much.
Hang on, PJ, can I ask you the same question?
My God.
This is what a live Power Trip press conference. We're trying it live. Hey, PJ, what would it sound like if Sauce tried to pronounce the capital of Germany 3 times?
Much, much.
That's really good.
Much.
Hey, PJ, what does Kelly say that Sauce never is willing to do?
Much.
See, I told you my sources are saying that.
You guys won.
You've heard differently, though. What does Johnny Bonus like to do?
He eats.
Oh, Johnny Bonus! Wow.
You are welcome.
He's dirty and nasty.
Yes, he is. Yes. God, I love having you here, P. I love
You are dirty and
I can
nasty.
call you P. Can I call you P?
You are dirty and nasty.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right.
It is on this show.
Is it my turn or your turn?
I believe, I don't know.
The Lynx, Game 5, tonight, 7 o'clock. Connecticut and the Lynx are tied at 2 apiece. 7 o'clock, the winner advances to the W.
Let's go, Lynx. Think about going tonight. What time's that game?
7, I think.
See, that's good. That's perfect.
Are you going?
I might go. That game will be over by 9:15.
Yeah.
Dumb question.
Yes, sir.
But again, I've been off the grid for a week and a half. Who would they be facing in the finals?
New York.
New York Liberty.
So they beat the, Aces?
Yep.
Is who they were against?
Yeah, they beat those Aces.
Liberty.
They beat Vio Candidos.
Liberty.
They beat those Aces.
Liberty.
All right.
He is off the charts intelligent.
Oh, that's so kind.
Speaking of off the charts intelligence, if you have a crow that won't leave you alone.
Like, what's his face in the movie?
Yeah.
Brandon Lee.
Jim.
Jim. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He still won't leave me alone.
Very unpopular.
Tell you about that.
Very unpopular name.
He's still kicking, contrary to popular belief.
Mom, Dad, I love you, but why'd you have to name me Jim?
We like the name James.
He's still in my ear. Baba!
Color Baba! Quotes the Raven. Anyway.
What the hell?
If you want to get rid of a crow, they like Cheetos, I should say. They like Cheetos. Along with being easy to spot because of their bright orange color, they're one of crow's favorite treats. In fact, ornithologists often use Cheetos to study crows' behavior.
Well, how would that help you get rid of them? If you have Cheetos, they're going to follow you.
Well, you stomp their asses when they leave.
Oh, Jesus. Who's stomping birds?
Magic Johnson.
Besides Jack and the Beanstalk.
Come on, I had a
giant guy.
Dude, I had a basketball joke.
Yeah, he had a basketball joke, and yours doesn't even make any sense. Why would the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk stomp birds?
Because he's huge. Take for example, how do I say this? Like if you were trying to stomp birds, right? You were in a bird stomping contest. You take the tallest person available, right?
Is that Olympic sports?
Right. Yeah, maybe.
What kind of birds are we stomping here?
Crows that eat Cheetos.
Okay, I mean, if it was like an ostrich, I would say I need a giant.
Yeah.
I can't kick the head of an ostrich from the ground. If it's a crow, I think all of us would have a pretty fair chance. So I don't know if height really matters in a crow kicking contest. You know, I think you're. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Get it?
I think you're overthinking this one.
Me? I don't think so.
Like, for example, let's say right outside here in St. Louis Park today, there was a crow kicking contest, and there wasn't a Dave Matthews show that you wanted to attend instead.
Yeah.
And you and Manute Bowl.
Yeah. He's dead.
Well, okay, fine. Then his son, Bol, which sounds like I'm stuttering, but that's his actual name.
I think we could have used Minute because this is not really going to happen.
So, Sauce, in this hypothetical where Minute Bol is alive and he's in a crow kicking contest in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. If Minute Bol and I and you and John, we're all out there. You put all of your money on Minute to beat us? Yeah. I would say one of the five of us kills more crows than Minute Bol.
Yeah, I'm 100% a hustler.
I feel good about it. Yeah, I feel good about my chances over Minute.
And I hate those sons of bitches.
Right.
Crows. I hate them.
Yeah, he hates them.
It's not about the size of the dog in the fight.
Your mic's on.
It's a fight in the dog.
That's right.
By the way, Lynx game tonight on KFAN.
Oh, on KFAN.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you going?
I'm thinking I might go.
Yeah, you should.
I got some crows to kick first, though.
Yeah, you do.
That Minute Bol won't stop talking
poor,
trash.
Adam Duritz.
Oh, God.
The County Crow reference.
See?
Sauce, give me a reason. Give me a reason in your own life where you believe you would kick a bird in the face. And I don't mean a Larry bird.
I've said this. If it attacked Muppet or Winnie, I would kick a bird.
I remember him saying it.
If a bald eagle came down and tried to go after Muppet, I would shoot it. And I know you can't do that, but I would do that.
No, give her hell.
Yeah, give her hell. Don't attack my dogs. My buddies, Sean and Randy and Lucas.
All right, so if your dog's life is off, you would kick a bird's head off.
Man, that's pretty precise.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably miss. Man, you guys can all
right, so hang on.
dogs.
So hang on. We're on your porch at your house.
Oh, man,
and
I
your
hate
dogs, yeah, this party sucks.
Why?
It just sucks.
It would be fun.
No, it sucks. No, I'm with Chris. I want to go home too. This blows. This is why I don't go out. This is why I don't go out. This sucks.
My house is sweet.
Have you been in there?
Maxo's been there.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
Normally he's there 5:30 to 9. So.
What is going on?
I don't know.
He's karate chopping wooden board. Hang on. So we're on your porch. We're on your porch, and your dogs are running around in the backyard. And it's great. We're having mint juleps, like it's the Kentucky Derby or something. And Minute Bol is hanging out with all of us, and here comes a bald eagle.
Oh man,
going right for Muppy, as you like to tweet out. Muppy. Right, your Muppy's getting targeted.
Yeah, that bald eagle wants some Muppy tail.
Wow.
And either you or Minute has to go kick that bird in the head. Who do you pick?
Oh, me. I think, now that I think about it,
give her hell.
Wasn't Minute, excuse me, like 115 pounds?
Rail thin.
Yeah, it was real thin.
I'll do
It was the male version of olive oil, just 7'7".
You don't think he has enough meat on his bones to kill a bald eagle?
Paul, your hands up.
Olive oil, Woodhawk.
100%.
Well,
he
she's
loves
greasy.
them lean.
You know that.
She's greasy.
You damn right she's greasy.
Why is she greasy?
Her name's Olive Oil.
She's got the curves of a flagpole, and he's into that.
Yeah, man. I like them all.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, your calves of steel would have a much better chance of killing a bird than Minute Bol's twigs. He's got toothpicks for legs,
Yeah.
He's dead.
He sure is. He still is dead.
I really thought we'd established that.
I love you guys. I missed you guys. It's not the same without you two.
You're right.
You guys did not discuss kicking birds to death in the last week and a half without us?
No.
The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show with John Bonus and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.